wasn't bad this side. The other side was a bit of a pain because of the T-Rex slider. We'll put that corresponding hole there. These head crates come in really handy to kind of keep all your nuts and bolts organised. I bought like a pack of 20 of them off of the internet for like 20 bucks delivered. Giving half of them out to my friends and stuff like that, and they appreciate them. But they come in handy because you can keep different projects. If I've worked on different bikes, I can keep all the fasteners for one bike in one and all the fasteners for another bike in the other. So they make nice little organisers. I've already removed this bolt and this bolt on the inner side. That should be it, and this should slide forward. There are several places where it hooks in. It hooks in here, and then it's got a place where it hooks in there. So the belly panels have got a screw in the centre here, goes through both pieces. Screw on this, which has got a corresponding on the other side, and then this one here. So take those off now. And these are slightly different side. I don't know if it's possible to see, but the front is a longer step. Okay, it's now loose. And these side pieces kind of got a couple of these, there we go, they just kind of slide in, and just got to wiggle them and find out where they release. There's a tab at the front, there we go. Basically that was the front end. There's an overlapping tab there on between this piece, and believe it or not, I don't know if the camera will pick it up, but it's kind of like a little hook on there. And there's also a little tab here. This tab sits in these two tabs sit in the fairing, and this one sits over a wire to hold it in place. So it's just a little awkward getting it on. Now holding the nose on, you've got either your mirror mounts, okay, which have wires going to them. Okay, there's a single mount underneath the front nose of the fairing. There's actually another bolt, but I found out you don't have to remove that. And then the two main ones that hold it on are, I don't know if you can see them, are down there. I'll see if I can shine a light on that. I don't know if the camera can pick up that silver bolt down there, but there's one on either side. Those are the ones that actually kind of hold the fairing on. And there is a rubber gasket on the, well, rubber pad underneath those, or I call it a gasket because it doesn't do anything other than stopping the paint getting marred. We'll just put those in there so they don't get lost. Put them in the tool tray. So there's another bolt at the front here. There's another bolt back here, but I don't think you need to take this out unless you're taking the headlight assembly off. I think it just holds this plastic piece underneath, but this one does actually go into the actual nose fairing. And this does have a little kind of black top hat spacer, so just make sure. Sometimes there's a rubber grommet in there that it goes in, sometimes it stays in there, sometimes it falls out. So the last two bolts to come off are these two that go through the headlight carrier. These are 8mm. Shouldn't be, they go into them like metal clips, so they're not in like super tight. And that's what it looks like. And now if I got all the bolts, this should come off rather easy. Takes a little bit of tugging because there's a rubber grommet that a pin goes into back here. I think. Goes. There's a pin there that there's a rubber grommet on the front of the headlight assembly. That's where that collared nut went, and this is where those two side bolts went in, one each side. And that is it. And this is what it looks like underneath. Okay, with a race kit you get a fake headlight. Okay, the IMU is here. I'm going to take this bracket off right now so we can get a better shot at how that's located. And so to remove this little top piece here, there's two bolts there. There's one kind of down deep inside of here, and there's a corresponding one which I've got my wrench on this side. And that one's a tough one to get at, and they're kind of tough to get your hand in there. I'll probably just drop down. I'll have to retrieve the bolts when the piece comes off. Okay, that's that piece off. Let me put that together with the bolts that belong to it. See if I can find that one that fell. And there she is. Let me grab a little magnet. And here you can see how the IMU mounts on with the track assembly. This whole assembly is a little bit different with the stock headlight up here, but it basically makes it mount in the same position, kind of central at about 45 degrees.